What I'm going to do today is show you where you can find some really good deals and quite good service on electronics. Yongsan Electronics Market is a little bit confusing because it's not actually one place, it's the entire district. So we're going to specifically have a look around Yongsan Station, so the building within there, show you some of the stuff there, and then really suggest why if you're looking for a computer or some kind of computer related electronics, go across the road behind Yongsan Station and you'll find a place called Sunin Plaza. A really good selection of computer components. You can get entire rigs built. We're also going to introduce you to a guy called Phil, who's quite famous in at least the foreigner community for giving really good service and speaking really good English. So we're somewhere a little bit more recognizable now. I'm just outside of Yongsan Station. For those people who don't actually speak Korean, you might think this is Yongsan Electronics Market. It is in part, but it's only a very small part of that.
So this is iPark Mall. It covers around about 3 half-size soccer fields. There's 3 different levels of electronics. They sell a lot of different laptops, computers, cameras as well. You won't find many components here. It's not really that kind of place. You can get some repairs conducted, but most of the time you're going to be buying an outright new product.
So we're going to head that way and go down to Sunin Plaza.
So I've sped up the footage quite significantly here. It's around about a 10 to 15 minute walk. There was some construction going on at the time, so it may not look exactly the same way. You can see iPark Mall is actually quite a large complex. It doesn't just sell computers. We ended up cutting it there because we went to the left originally, but we were blocked off by the construction itself. So I've cut some of the parts out of this video, but not everything. So it gives you a kind of a good idea. So there's an intersection here, crossing the road. You want to head, well, there's Yongsan Station on the left. You want to head down this walkway. Now the walkway is quite long. Again, I've cut out some footage here. Sorry for the shaky footage itself, but I really wanted to show people how to actually get there from a common landmark because it's not entirely obvious. You can see coming out of the tunnel here. Sunin Plaza is actually on the right hand side. It's this white building, as you can see, but I'd probably suggest don't go in through this entrance here because it get a little bit confusing. It's not actually the main front entrance, so you might get stuck and kind of lose directions. So you head up to the front here. You can see a lot of electronics on the side here already, so you can have a look around on your way up if you wish. But this itself is the front entrance to Sunin Plaza. You can see there's quite a lot of different electronics, a lot more component pieces. So if you're enthusiast about computers or there's a specific small piece that you need fixed, you can much more easily get it here. A couple of different processors. So they are much more kind of high-end gaming as well. So they specialize in those kind of products, but you can pretty much find anything you want here for a computer for a significantly lower price as well. So now we're going to introduce you to Phil. He can give you a hand in selecting, purchasing and repairing computer components. We'll let him share more about his business. So here's Phil's place.
So my name is Phil and I operate Phil's Computer Repository, which is currently the leading English computer business in the city. My goal is to, first of all, is to fix whatever computer issues you have or provide whatever assistance you need. But the main priority is I want my customers to be actually happy when they walk out that door, because my business model is if you're happy, you're going to tell your friends about me and hopefully they're happy and it's going to spread. I actually got my first customer before I started my business. I was an international student at Korea University and I was just looking at Craigslist seeing if I could actually get like a part-time gig. It's just make a little bit of money, just pay for lunch and for school. And there was actually an ad in the service requested section asking for anyone with computer expertise that could help them just with their computer, like reinstalling Windows and just teaching them step by step on how to take care of their computer. So after I got my first customer, and that was actually before I started my business, I actually had this idea of putting up ads in the computer service section on Craigslist and just telling people, hey, if you had issues with your computer, I could actually help you with it. And just contact me and I could see how much I could help you. I would estimate I would get maybe 2 or 3 customers a month, which was not a business, which was just like a random part-time thing. I actually had this idea to start a Facebook group. That was day one. That was the launch of Phil's Computer Repository, and I would actually coordinate with them, telling them, all right, I'll meet you at this station at this time, and then you can hand me your computer, and I'll pick it up, I'll bring it to my home, I'll fix it, and then once it's fixed, I'll message you again, and we could coordinate the return. So as you might expect, it was not a very effective system, but at the time, it was the first time I personally made money in Korea. First, just research what you're expected to pay. Just get that ballpark figure. So you're not expected to pay a very astronomical fee. And once you get that information, you're prepared to actually just navigate through the whole neighborhood, and you could look at shops. You could see which shop has the best deals. Personally, I would recommend Sunin Plaza for most computer-related stuff because there's so many competing shops next door that it's really hard for someone to take advantage. Well, Sunin Plaza, to my knowledge, is the largest building in the whole country for specifically computer components and just computer anything. I know a lot of people, when they think about Yongsan Electronics Market, a lot of people just think about iPark Mall, but that is not the case. The Yongsan Electronics Market is a whole entire neighborhood. There's a lot of buildings, a lot of plazas, and a lot of businesses that transcend the iPark Mall facility. And in my opinion, iPark Mall is more like a tourist trap rather than like an actual electronics neighborhood.
So coming up here on the right hand side is Phil's Computer Repository. It's a bit of a maze, but it's actually quite simple getting there. If you have or do live in Korea and know of a really good service that might help somebody else, leave it in the comments below. And also, if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel and give us a like on this video. See you next time.